Good morning. Whoever you are. Hello, Bob. How are you? I don't know if you saw my machine yesterday. This is what it looked like today. Used a little bit of oil yesterday, but we were pushing her kind of hard. So, I'm doing great. We were pushing it kind of hard. I got to check the air box yet. I checked the oil, topped it off just a little bit, and put some fuel in it, filled it back up. Cleaned about 20 miles of dust off it. That's what's underneath there. That's all dust, actually. Thought I'd come out this morning while it's a little cool and sun isn't out as much, and that way I can clean on it. I got it all unrighted, took all my netting and coolers and just got what I normally carry in it back in it. We ended up doing 75 miles yesterday. I used 2 gallons of gas is all I used in 75 miles. So it was fun. Fair amount of road riding, and yeah, tires are holding up good. So got her all cleaned up. This morning I cleaned on it, and I still had some dust and mud running out of it. I had to clean the floor up in here. So yeah, cool morning, Sunday morning. It's Mother's Day, so that means a lot of people up here will be leaving early to go home to hang out with their kids and grandkids and everything else. So it's going to get back to being quiet up here again. It was a big event yesterday. We rode with our group. We had 9 machines total in our group. And the highest speed we did, according to my speedometer in here, was 47 miles an hour. So we saw one DNR officer in our run, and that was it. So it wasn't terrible. Got it all cleaned up, top to bottom. I just got to wipe down the dash. I'm gonna let it set for a little bit. But thanks for the 1 thumbs up. I appreciate it. We'll get back to it at some point. We'll get back to the RC car stuff here a little bit too as well. I currently have, as of right now, 2 videos in the computer that I edited. I was up till 2 o'clock last night editing videos for the run. I got 2 done. It looks like it's going to be at least 3 videos, 3 parts, because I didn't want to put it all into one because we were gone for 6 hours. So, yeah, it's going to be. I was going to do a live stream, but where I was at, I couldn't get a cell signal for some reason in all of our runs, so I wasn't able to do a live stream. So, but yep, got it all cleaned up, all the dust off it. It was filthy. You couldn't even tell it was gray. It was brown. Yep, Bob comes here. Yep, so got all cleaned up, and you can see that dirt underneath there. That actually was dust. That's how bad the dust was yesterday. That pile right there and up there, that's just dust that was in the frame. So I gotta take the air box apart, get air hose out here, and blow it out and clean out the air filter. I do have an extra air filter here because Blair sent me one. It's sitting back there. So I do have an extra air filter. So what I do is I'll rotate it out, put that one in, and take this one, clean it up, and put it back, and get ready for the next ride. So, yep. Matter of fact, let's do this. We're live on camera. Let's see how much crap is in this on this filter from yesterday. It was filthy, dirty, dusty. It was a mess. Last year we had, you can see in there. Last year we had rain, so we just had to deal with mud. And I don't know, I kind of, after yesterday, I kind of like to deal with the mud as compared to what we dealt with in our ride yesterday. It was super, super dusty. Super dusty. But we had fun. Yeah, that's what the filter looks like. Let's give the old knock test here in the ground. You guys ready? Let's watch this. See the dirt? See that? Look at that. That was on the air filter. It's knocking it off though, so. That's all the dust that was on this filter. Now I'll run an air line out there and blow out the air box. I'm just gonna put that filter back on. It actually cleaned up fairly good, so. Get my blowgun wherever it's at. I had somebody over here use my air, and they all do that. They take the blowgun off it, and you have to sit there and look for it, figure out where they put it. Here it is. I found it. Yeah, it was. Oh, I got a little birdie coming in to see me. 75 miles we went. Here we go. That's what I was dealing with yesterday, that dust. That dust, you just saw me blow the air gun. That's what we were dealing with yesterday. It was, I had it all over me. I walked in the house. My wife says, I need you to kick your clothes off. I was saying, oh boy, no. And you need to get in the shower and throw your clothes right in the laundry machine. That's how dusty, dirty I was. But we had fun. It was a fun. I'm gonna do it again next year. So if you guys are ever in the state of Michigan in the area, come on up. Bring your ATV with you, and it's fun time. They had a dance afterwards and stuff like that. So obviously you can't do the live stream or anything from a place that plays music because you get copyrights. But you know, but it was fun. It was fun. We had a ball. This one clip always gives me a hard time. And if we just go like that, we get it every time. Yep, 73 miles. Maybe, I don't know, 4 ounces of oil I used in that time. I was working the machine hard. Like I said, 47 miles an hour at one point. On the trails, we were doing, I don't know, we were pushing it yesterday because we had 6 stops we had to do. We had to be back by 4. And we got back at 4:30, so we were a little bit late. But there was guys that were still out, so I didn't feel bad about it. So, yeah. Okay, I got the oil done. It's fueled up. The air filter's cleaned. Yeah. I got to wipe down all the water out of it, wipe the dash off. My Polaris Ride Command tablet sucked. I put it on my phone I'm using right now, and I'm going to start doing that. It's just a pain in the arse to use on a tablet, I think, or that tablet, I should say. I'm sure there are better tablets out there, but the particular tablet I was using was a piece of crap. For some reason, I got logged out, and when you get logged out, you can't track your rides or anything like that. I got back here and logged into it, and I had no issues. It worked fine, but for some stupid reason, it logged me out, and I couldn't track the ride. So I was wanting to track the ride to use it next year. So, but what we ended up doing, my group, everybody's navigation was going funky anyway. So we ended up using Garmin handheld units, and we were kind of using them to navigate with, and it seemed to work. I mean, when we had to go from Big Star Lake, where we were at, to Bitely, Michigan, we used that, and we just got a general trail direction and took that trail. And that trail, we use cross trails because there's certain roads you can't be on up here with these. You can't be on any U.S. roads like US 10 or M37. Any M roads are basically with these. So we had to navigate around that. So, yep. Then I was filthy. I mean, I brought gloves to wear to keep my hands somewhat clean. And trouble is, I was working the cameras, and it's really hard to work the cameras with gloves on. So I ended up taking the gloves off and just sticking them. And then we stopped this place called Yellow Jacket, and to me it was the worst food ever. The hamburger was terrible. I got home, I immediately told my wife about it, and I said, there's nothing there for us. The hamburger to me was tasteless. I didn't even eat it all. They charged me 21 bucks for a hamburger, a really small order, onion rings, and a pop. And I felt that was excessive. So I don't plan on going back there. I don't have no plans for it. The people I helped out, or me and Scott did, I should say, was his tires, but we helped out yesterday. They finished the ride and they were super thankful for the help. They at some point they said they'd like to meet Scott, and they come back up here and thank him for all he did to help get out there. They're an elderly couple. I don't believe they had it. I ain't saying they were poor, but they probably didn't have a whole lot of money to go out and spend a couple $100 for tires. They found one tire and the guy wanted $90 for it, which I thought was kind of a ripoff. But so I made a phone call to my friend, and he had 4 tires in his shed, and he says, "Do what you think is right." And the right thing to do was to help these people out, and they drove all this way to do the fun run, so help them out. So they got tires and rims for the Ranger, really nice tires and rims for the Ranger for free, a complete set. So sometimes you got to think about others, and I told them the only thing I ask is they pay it forward. Somebody else up here, if ever comes to that point, they're back here and they have a tire issue and they happen to have a tire with them, help that person out. And they said they would definitely do that. So they actually gave me a hug for helping them out. I said, well, realistically, I said the tires and wheels were good friends of mine's, and he's the one that should be getting a hug. She says, well, we get back up here, and if we see you around, and maybe if he's here, we'd like to meet him and thank him in person. So he made their day. And if you're blessed, you have stuff. Sometimes it's about helping somebody else out. And I ain't saying that they were extremely poor. They had really nice cars, but they were in a big bind. They drove all this way to do the fun run. They had a Ranger 570, and they couldn't find a tire. Even the tire place that I went to that was kind of curt to me, didn't want to work with me anything, trying to get these tires mounted. He tried to help them out, get them some tires, and he couldn't locate no tires. He called around for them, not in that quick a time frame. So they ended up couldn't find tires, so they fixed the tire, and I saw the hole in it, and I said, that ain't gonna hold up. I said, that tire's gonna let go on you in the trail. I said, let me do something, and I was able to get a phone signal over there at their place. That's when I called my friend. And he says, just do what you think is right. To me, what I think is right is to help somebody out and not think of yourself. So, the only trouble, I can't even talk. The only trouble was the tires, the wheels were 3/8 because they're for bigger Rangers. So, what they did is they took the spare tires of the 4 that we gave them, and they took it up to Tire Store, and they took them off those rims for now and mounted them on their rims. Then when they get home, they're going to order up wheel adapters, and they're going to mount and take them tires back off their old rims and put them back on the other set. And change them out. So, yep. So it was kind of fun. Nice. Made some subscribers. I think I added about, I don't know, 15 or so yesterday over there. So now it's going to start getting quiet. Why did her car do that? Unless she's got her fob. Or I bumped the key, one of the two. Got 11 watching me. Thanks, guys, for coming in. I appreciate you guys. Hope you're going to do something nice for your mothers if you're around for Mother's Day here. We may, I know her mother's gone, my mother's gone, and we got the kids, but they can't always afford to drive up this far, so we'll probably, I'll take her out. We'll go out to eat for Mother's Day or something. My mother's been gone for a long time now. God, it's almost 20 years now. So, yep. I'm 68 years old, so. I appreciate you guys come hanging out with me. Yeah, it's me doing it with my leaning on it. The car keys are in my pocket. At least the horn ain't sounding, because it just did it again. This thing was filthy, filthy, filthy. Looks better. Getting there. Yeah, guys, I was checking my analytics and everything here. The most important part as far as my total views, 273 watch hours. And my channel will be, because they do the monetization different than when I first got my other channel monetized. You get 3,000, then they'll give you a partial monetization, which is joins and super chats and stuff. Then when you get 4,000 watch hours, which I got 7,000, but they go by earned now. So the earned, you have to have 4,000 plus your 4,000. So, so the end result is I got 273 I got to have yet. So, yep. Things looking a lot better than it did yesterday. It was a dusty, dirty mess. It was a dusty, dirty mess. It wasn't. I'd almost would have liked to have had the weather we had last time I did this, because we had rain and there was mud, but at least you didn't have all the flipping dust, you know. So. But the old girl, she did good. I shouldn't say old. She's not that old, but she did good. Motor just picking them along as we were running, so yep. Just like that. Oh, this is what I wanted to get done for. It got too warm out here. Then I can come out a little bit, do some touch-up cleaning on it, touch it up. Then it's gonna get dusty again, but not as dusty as it was. So. Yep, got 10 in the house. Thanks for coming in, guys. I appreciate it. Don't worry, we still have RC cars. See, here's my Fox-bodied Slash. And there's a trick I can do. Oh, you do like this. Now it's a blue body Traxxas. Now it's got a blue body on it. Right there's the Fox body. I still have it. Sitting right there. Yep, these are my other cars. Thanks for coming in. Decking. There's all the other trucks hidden underneath here. Which I gotta find that cable and bring back out here. It goes this. Here's my Slash drag truck. Hey, if you're new to the channel, if you will, please hit that subscribe button. Like, subscribe, ring that bell, and click off for me. It'd be awesome. Well, I don't know about better. These are almost $80 for this body, so I ordered it up because this one actually's got some damage to it. Right here in the corner, you can see where it's cracked. It's cracked there. It's cracked over here. It's got a crack right there. On the bottom side, you can see where I patched it right there. Right there. And actually, that's not a crack. It was cracked here. I put this tape on here, keep the tires from rubbing into it, but they still rub. But you can see where I patched it up there. But yep. This runs a 4,000 kV brushless now with a 3S LiPo, and it has a center differential. These are different wheels and tires. These are the ones everybody's putting them on them. They say they work better than they actually do. They're a little narrower tire, they're more rounded. They're look more like a street tire, and the thing actually works a whole lot better with them. So 40 weight shock oil in it. Yep. This is an oil change for my neighbor across the street's Wolverine side-by-side. So I told him I'd help him out at some point, but we got so busy yesterday. He was having trouble with his fifth wheel, I guess. He didn't have time, so, and I was busy getting my Ranger ready for the run, so I didn't make it out either. I didn't have no time to even screw with it, changing his oil right then, so. But this is using a little bit of oil. I'm thinking I'm gonna go back to order me a Polaris oil change kit from Polaris. Tell them to send me one and get Polaris oil back in it and monitor it that way. See what it does. Maybe it doesn't like the oil I'm running in it right now. 'Cause I had to quick change oil in it and I didn't put Polaris in it, so yeah, runs full synthetic in it. So sometimes you just get oil brands, and sometimes you discover that sometimes you put oil in, change oil in these things, and you put different oil in them, and you discover it's not a really good oil that you're using. So, yep. Anyway, there's my Slash. I know some people come in here for the RC stuff. There's a Slash. There's my Slash drag truck. This is a BL2S brushless system in that little case I pulled out of the Slash. My Bronco is sitting on a Red Cat Gen 7 chassis with different silver bead locks. Then this is my Blazer that I restored, and it's got steel wheels, Enduro tires and wheels, actually, RC four-wheel drive centers. There's my Tamiya high lifter that's 15 years old. That was when I built. Then I got two little trucks sitting here. Land Rovers MM99s, my 41 Willys, my Soldiers on it. This truck here is basically it's an Axial SCX 10.2 now. I completely rebuilt it. It's got billet axles underneath it and everything else. I just changed out the shocks. The shocks I had on it, I don't know what happened to them. They just got really crappy working, and it has a working winch, light bar and stuff, 2-speed in it. Then up here I got my JJRC 41 Willys sitting there. Then I got FMS FCX 24 Pro that has an Outrunner brushless in it. Then there's an Axial Capra 24 scale crawler. I see that. So I do have another truck on order. It's been on order for a couple weeks now. I have to find out what's going on with it because it takes much longer. I think I can get one quicker through Amazon, but I was trying to help my local hobby shop out. So this has Super Swampers on it. This truck does. I rebuilt it. It's got stainless steel linkages in it. It's got high ground clearance 4 links in it. It's a BRC chassis, stainless steel drive shafts in it. Stock dry shafts, shocks in it. They work good, so I didn't change them. It has rock lights. You can see the little pods right there on all 4 corners. Then it has an actual headlights in it and tail lights. This winch does work. The body, notice there's no body pins. It's on magnets. Right there it is. It's magnetic mount. There it went. Got it in place. There it is. Sits on magnets holding on. So, yep. So it's Sunday morning, Mother's Day. So I'm not gonna be in here much longer, guys. I just thought I'd pop in. I did one live stream yesterday morning for a few, but I was really busy getting ready for the run. So now it's settled down. I got this back in order from the run, all cleaned up. Checked the oil in it, put some oil in it, and topped it off, cleaned it up. Got to wipe it down still, but other than that, everything's good. I got to get this thing back out, clean it up. I was running this around yesterday for a little bit, and it was really dusty up here, so this bag, I gotta take it outside and put it on something and just hose the crap out of it. This is what I put in the back end of it to haul my cooler and stuff. It actually works pretty good. Kimmy Moto sent me this to do a product review on. So, and it works good. It's not that hard to install it. You can, they give you loops, which are on the top of my bed. You can see those eyelets. They give you those eyelets, and they give you 6 of them with the bag, and you just put the straps through them and tie it down, and you're on your way. And it's big enough. Well, the center section is just right so that you can put a small cooler in it. That's all I gotta do to clean it, just like that. Let it hang up and dry out, and ready to go again. It's an open mesh weave, so it cleans right up. Matter of fact, there's the dirt from it. The Rangers looks pretty good now, so. But I think, guys, I'm going back on it here for now. Go hang out with the wifey and my little puppy and let this thing sit here for a little bit. And I'll come up later on and touch it up and get ready for the next go around. So thanks for coming in, everybody. I appreciate you one and all for coming in, hanging out with me. I think I did a live stream yesterday showing this thing after I got back. So if you go to my highlights or possibly go to my live stream actually, you will see what this thing looked like when I got back. It was trashed. You couldn't even tell what it looked like. The gray was actually brown. So, all right. Thanks, Bob, for coming in. I appreciate you, man. I'm sorry, these live streams. I tried doing dedicated live streams, but it just doesn't work out. And right now I'm beta testing for YouTube. What they're doing, they're taking my live stream, they're using AI, and they are doing what they call highlights now. And your shorts are going to be renamed to highlights. And they're going to do it. So if you do a vertical live like I've been doing here, it will be considered a highlight. And like now when I sign off here, it's going to ask me if I want to post it. Then I have to go in the house, and because I do it on my computer, and it'll be come up at private. Then I make it public. And when I do these highlights, I had like one highlight, I had 500-600 views just off the highlights. But the view count's different than if it's an actual live stream. So, but still, it's views. So, I think at this point, guys, I'm muttering on. I'm going back on out of here, and I will catch y'all later. I'll see y'all later. Give your mothers, if they're still around, a hug and wish them a happy Mother's Day from everybody. And as always, from me to you, this is Trail Rider 570 saying goodbye, God bless. And I'll see everybody next time. Y'all have a great Sunday. Go out and take your wife out to eat, do all that good stuff. So I'll see y'all later. Thanks for the 5 thumbs up. I appreciate it, guys. Bye-bye for now.